there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I'm doing a plan with me for the week of July 8th, and I'm using this older sunset kit from Scribble Co. I think this is like 2 years old now, but again, I'm so excited to use a kit in my stash because I feel like once we get out of the summer months, I've just lost my mind when it comes to Halloween kits, but I'll spare you. Let me get through the nitty gritty first. But I decided to pair this kit with a lavender, I think Plan With Me Stickers calls it Lavender Haze, but the Lavender Haze Beach, I want to say it's the Beach Foil Bundle. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but it comes with the water ripple underlays, which are just so clutch in the summer. And then I really love the sunglasses washi, and like the wave washi is super cute, and the wave double boxing is cute. I feel like for that wave double boxing though, you need a really particular scene to use it and make it look great. But if you find that scene, I feel like it's really bomb. But I didn't have that scene in this kit, so I forwent that and saved it, and hopefully I can use it with another spread someday. But I love how this turned out. I really went back and forth with foil on this. Like last year when I got it, I thought Gold Hollow was going to be the move. I still think Gold Hollow works for it, but I ended up picking up a few of those beach foil bundles from Plan With Me Stickers because they're just so usable for the summer, and I got them in a few different colors, and I just decided to go with this like lavender color. And if y'all have been around, I tend to pull out lavender this lavender color whenever, or lilac color, different shops call it different things, but I tend to pull it in whenever I have a chance because I'm just so obsessed with it. Even though hilariously enough, I don't love Lavender Hollow. I absolutely love this lavender color. It's just gorgeous. Like, look at it. Oh, it's so good. And I will warn you, I'm using the same foil bundle at least one more time in the month of July, maybe twice. So you might see this 3 times this month. I'm sorry. This is like prime time to use it. And I'm like squeezing all my summer into, oh, I just hurt my foot. I'm squeezing all my summer into July. So I'm sorry, but also it's gorgeous. So hopefully you enjoy looking at it as much as I do. So anything else I pulled in? I think everything I pulled in was from the foil bundle, like any quote box overlays or full box overlays. I think those were all from the foil bundle, but if I happen to see anything that's not, I'll definitely let you guys know where it's from. And of course, if you have any questions ever about anything I use, feel free to comment them down below. I feel like I've been better with catching up with comments and not letting them sit for weeks and weeks at a time. I'm going to try to stick to that, but also work is about to ramp up big time, along with everything else in my life. So pray for your girl. And if you happen to see me in a corner rocking back and forth, it's warranted, I promise. Just give me ice cream. Just find the ice cream and give it to me. Ben and Jerry's preferably. But anyways, let's get into a little bit of this week because I feel like I finally have some good news, y'all. And I'm excited to kind of chat about it. I mean, I won't say that this whole week was great because it was still definitely had some frustrating moments in this week, but I got some really good news this week, like really, really good news. I feel like it was a little overshadowed by other things that happened this week, but I'm gonna take my wins. Looking back now, I can definitely take my win. At the time, it was a little rough, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go through the days. I don't know that I'm going to go through every sticker, so I'm just going to try to summarize the week, and then I don't know if that'll take us through the full plan with me, so I may either pick a random topic to chat about with y'all or do some more Q&As, so we'll see where we land. But starting on Monday, I did get my fave kind of breakfast combo, which is always a Panera breakfast sandwich and my matcha latte from Starbucks. That's my favorite breakfast combo to get if I'm going to eat out and I don't want to like do a full sit down restaurant. And don't get me wrong, both Starbucks and Panera are not cheap, friends, but I will tell you, I very much enjoy Starbucks' breakfast sandwiches. They are so good, y'all. Hold on. I'm being distracted as I keep hearing things. You know when you're home alone and every noise creeps you out? It's me. Hello. It's me. But all is well. So yeah, I started my day off with my fave breakfast, and then I was printing orders. I think this is when Football Head was released, probably, or around when. I'm like, what else did I release? I just had the big sale, so I'm just like, what is life? I don't know. Anyways, I was printing orders this day, and then I was trying. It's been so hard, y'all, to carve out time to do things for myself because I have just been so caught up doing things for others. And I know this will resonate with a lot of you. So this is why I say it. But today, or this Monday that I'm talking about, the 8th, I was trying to find a PCP, a primary care physician, for those of you who don't know, for myself. And y'all, I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but it is so hard to find one where I am for some reason. Please tell me down below if you are on the search, or maybe you're trying to switch yours, if you're having a hard time wherever you are, because I have found it so difficult. They're either not accepting patients, and I have like pretty good insurance, so it's not even an issue of coverage. I can't imagine people who are not insured or don't have a good insurance policy, or health insurance coverage, I should say. I can't imagine what y'all are going through, because I have pretty good health insurance coverage, and either they're not accepting new patients, or if they are accepting new patients by some stroke of a miracle, they're booked out for like 6 months. 6 months. So, and like, I understand, like, if I call, they're not going to see me tomorrow, but like a month booked out, even 2 months booked out. Hell, I'll even take 3 months booked out, but 6 months booked out? Bruh. Bruh. So it's been just not fun over here. So after that day, I kind of stopped because I just got discouraged, but I want to get back on it and try to find someone who maybe is only like a month out, but it's so hard to find them around here. So I think I'm just going to have to widen the search a little bit, which is kind of a bummer because I was in between getting it near where I live or near where I work, but I think near where I live is better. But I might have to just branch out a little further and have it be a bit more of a drive, because the doctors around here are not accepting patients or booked out super out. So yeah, hopefully I'll get back to that soon. It's been a month since this time and I haven't, but to be fair, life has been insane. So I was just kind of frustrated and tired of everything. And then I did drop off some Happy Mail. I don't know if it was like buy-sell trade orders. It could have been a buy-sell trade order because it was earlier in the month. Because if I was printing orders, it's unlikely that I would have been able to ship them out the same day unless I was only printing like a sheet or something. So I'm assuming I dropped off some buy-sell trade orders, but I didn't specify. And then I had to take my mom to an appointment. And then, y'all, I got the best news of the week, and that is that my parents finally got approved for an apartment. Y'all, I can't. I have been trying to get them out of where they are now for years, y'all. I'm not even exaggerating, like actual years. And any time that I would try to get them anywhere near either a senior housing community that's affordable being the key word, because if we had money, that shit would have been solved already. But you know, if you're poor, you're effed in this country. That's just what it is. So I had been trying forever, and usually, you know, there are places, but most of them have wait lists that are years long because of that, because there's so much demand for affordable housing. Of course, as I see this being an issue over the years that I've been searching, all I've seen being built are more luxury apartments, and then I want to rip my hair out. So I'm like, this is definitely where the need is not. Like, the need is not here. The need is not here. The one you built down the road already still ain't full, fam. It's still not full. So what makes you think that this one, latest and greatest, is going to be the one? It's fine. We're fine. I'm not going to get myself started. Anyways, the good news is that they have finally been approved for something that's affordable and within a senior community. And I am so excited and thankful. I don't even know. I think I cried that day. I was just so happy. I so needed the lift because it has been such a huge weight on my shoulders, because I knew eventually where they are, it would just be outpaced. The rent would outpace their income. So I'm just so excited and I can't wait. It also means I need to coordinate a move, but I'm still so excited. And I can't wait. So that was definitely the highlight of this week. Probably the highlight of the summer, honestly. The highlight of the year might be. I really enjoyed my Cali trip though, so I'll put them both up there. But it could very well be one of the highlights of the year because it's been a rough one, as y'all know if you've been around. So I was super, super excited. And I was cautiously, I should say I was very excited, but I was also cautiously optimistic because it wasn't like an official letter. It was because I was poking and prodding the property manager like, hey, it's been, and I mean, within reason. I wasn't messaging her every day, but it had been a few weeks since I had heard anything. And I was like, hey, it's been like 3 weeks. I'm just wondering what the status is. And then she told me and I was like, what? So we're just thankful. And then we had pizza and watched YouTube and called it a day. And then on Tuesday, my life went back to being annoying because, the healthcare system is trash. And I was navigating that per usual for my dad. And it was hard to focus. I did have therapy this day, which was pretty clutch, but I had just a lot on my shoulders as I was doing basically what the hospital should have been doing. But they were essentially asking me to do it pretty much. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to do your job for you and not get paid. That sounds cool. Okay, great. So I had a mental breakdown. Which tends to happen when you're getting pressure from lots of different areas. The next day on Wednesday, it was hot. It was like 109 degrees in the car when I went in. I remember seeing the little thermostat and I was like, bruh, what is happening? What is happening? So it was very hot this day. I toured a couple of facilities for my dad. I don't want to get into it, but just know I toured some facilities for my dad. I was still stressed. We got takeout, and then I was in a planner funk this day, but honestly, I was probably just in a funk, period. And then it became a little bit of a planner funk, but I feel like it was just a funk. And then the next day was actually, I went to see a facility for my dad. This is worth noting. And the staff there were much more helpful than the other places I had been and just kinder. So I actually spent a good amount of time chatting with them. And they helped me feel better, which was really nice, actually. So I was really grateful for that. But that wasn't the highlight of this day, or should I say the low light, because this was when a tree fell. This is when the tree fell and damaged my neighbor's car, not our car. I was like, this is when the tree fell on our car. Spoiler, even though I think I've told you guys already that a tree fell on our car. So you'll hear about that maybe next week if I do any day-by-day talk. But this is when a tree branch fell and damaged my neighbor's car, actually. So this is where the whole saga with the tree started. And then I did tour some more facilities this day. I had work. I had a staff meeting. And yeah, I think that's it for this day. Yeah. And then because I had been stressed the last few days, I could not sleep this night. So I think I did end up falling asleep, but then I woke up at 3 a.m. and I didn't go back to sleep until 5 a.m., which has been a bit of a trend lately. Not my favorite trend in the world, but has been a bit of a trend. Oh, we love that for us. Then it was Friday, and I woke up, I made breakfast, had coffee. I got some really positive test results for my mom. She was pretty much given the clear in one of her test results, which was really, really awesome. And then we wanted to grill. I think we wanted to grill the next weekend, which ended up being a debacle, but alas, we wanted to grill essentially, and we had a little grill before, but we got rid of it. But our neighbor has a little grill and she really hasn't used it, and she had offered it to us like, I don't know, a month ago probably. And we were like, like whatever, I guess we can use it at some point in the summer. So we were like, why don't we grill like next weekend? I'll ask her this week just to make sure, it's her grill. She could very well have planned something. So we wanted to give her a heads up. So I chatted with her this day about it, and she was like, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no problem. So we were like down to do that. I was excited. I was like getting stuff ready, and then, well, y'all know what happened. So, what else? I was doing mood boards this day. I was doing my Halloween mood boards. I was finishing those up and sending them to Nellie of Clip Art Kits. And mood boarding is a really interesting thing, y'all. I think what I've learned about it is you really have to, well, you don't have to. I mean, if you wanted to sit there and create an entire mood board and go, like send it to an artist, do whatever you want, you could totally do that. But I think in relation to how I use it for planner kits, I feel like what has been the most helpful for me is, wow, that is so dirty. I'm so sorry. I'm distracted. I'm so sorry. I think what's been the most helpful for me is actually doing it over like a few days. Like, I think the longer you spend on a mood board, the more things like Pinterest, if you do it on Pinterest, which is where I do my mood boards, I think the more things Pinterest will kind of throw your way based off kind of what your mood board is. But I feel like it throws the best things your way when it's like marinated for a minute. It's like seasoning or marinating meat. Sorry, vegetarians and vegans. I'm so sorry. Love you. But it's basically like that, where it's like you season and then you let it sit. And the longer you let it sit, the better it tastes. Same principle here to mood boarding, I've realized, because with the Haunted set, I think I mood boarded that. I think I mood boarded all of the sets actually over like a few weeks, like a couple weeks, probably a week. I would say 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the set. Because I kind of started the mood boards a little later than I wanted to, just because life had been so crazy. I just couldn't focus on it. And obviously I want to put out something good. I don't just want to throw some shit together and call it a day. But I feel like Pinterest does that. Like, you'll log in the next day or next couple days and it'll have some things based off kind of what you've been pinning lately. And it could really be like the thing. So I highly recommend kind of taking your time with mood boards if you're doing them in that way. Anyways, I was finishing up some mood boards, sent them to Nellie. I was stressed about figuring out health insurance to cover my dad. Long story. But I was doing some research on that. And then on Saturday, I woke up at 6 a.m. apparently. Couldn't fall back asleep. I made breakfast. I was looking up vacation options for December. Ideally, I wanted to go to Disney around Christmas time. I don't know if it would be exactly Christmas, but I wanted to go around Christmas time. But I don't know if that's going to happen now, y'all, because it's one of the most expensive times to go anywhere, which unfortunately Bay's work schedule, because he works for the school district basically, and they're much more strict about him taking time off during the school year than me, for example. So if I want a vacation with him, I'm kind of at the mercy of the school calendar, and basically anytime the kids are out, everything's more expensive. Flights are more expensive. Hotels are more expensive. Park tickets, if you're going to go to the park, are more expensive. Everything is more expensive during those breaks. So like the winter breaks, the spring breaks, the summers, the holiday breaks, they're all more expensive. So I'm like, I think we're going to stop vacationing together, friend, because unless you're paying for me to do these expensive trips, I'm not going to not vacation. So I don't know what we're going to do, but yeah, it's just looking like it might be too much for us to accommodate it for Christmas like I wanted to. But I was looking up vacation options at this time. I'm still kind of looking at them, just like hoping for a miracle, like maybe I'll win the lotto or something, but it's not really given, you know, it's not really given that. Not going to hold you, not really given that. But yeah, so what else did I do? I took out the trash, did the dishes, had some coffee, did laundry. I made salmon this day. You guys, I love salmon. Can we just discuss the fact that I love salmon? It's so freaking good. Oh, this was the day of, yeah, this was the day of something quite horrendous that happened. Politically speaking, I won't say more on it because I have very, very mixed feelings about it, honestly. So, but if you go back to looking on what happened this day, you'll know what I'm referring to. But anyways, I went to see my dad. Me and my mom went to see him, and he was really sad this day, so it was really hard to leave him this day. It's always hard, y'all. Every time. And it's like I'm gonna go see him because I want to see him, but every time is hard. Every freaking time is hard. And then on Sunday, I know I'm way ahead of where I'm actually at, considering it looks like I'm on Thursday still, but it's okay. We'll chat about something else at the end. But on Sunday, I did sleep better finally, which was really nice. And then I had breakfast. We got some donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. I did a lot of work with the shop, so I know I was designing this day, but I also was cutting sticker orders. I think I was finishing up like the last batch of stickers before, you know, so I could have kind of a clear cue going into the bigger release that I had. Although it was a month out at this point, so maybe I wasn't even thinking about that yet. But I was working on orders. I packed orders. I went to visit my dad again. And then I hung out with my mom. We ate and we watched I Love Lucy together, which was really, really great. We used to do it all the time when I was younger. So every time I get to do it now, I just appreciate the fact that we have time together. So yeah, we watch it on, in case anyone's wondering, we watch it on Pluto TV. Like, Bae found it one time on Pluto TV, and I was like, this is a thing? And it's basically just a channel that will just play I Love Lucy. I think that's basically the principle behind Pluto TV. It has different channels that will play basically the same show, like reruns of the same show. So it was actually really, really nice. When he found out, I was like, where? I remember he was playing it like one Saturday or Sunday morning, and I woke up and got out of bed and I was like, it's on TV? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, what? But it was through like Pluto TV or whatever. I think Pluto TV is free if I'm not mistaken. So hop on that if there's any of those older shows you want to check out, because there's a couple of them on there. And I Love Lucy is one of them. So now that I know about it, I just kind of watch it with mom whenever I have a chance to reminisce when life was just a wee bit easier, you know, just a wee bit easier. All right, y'all, it's 3 days later. So sorry. I took an unexpected break. I know we are still on Friday, even though I've gone through the whole week, so we can chat about something else. But I did not expect or anticipate that I'd be taking this much of a break in the middle of the voiceover. But you know, life be life, and what else is new? But y'all, today, real time, at least for this part of the voiceover, it is August 25th, and I have been spending most of the weekend printing and cutting glossy orders, y'all, and I'm still not done with glossy. Mind you, I still have premium matte to get through, so just feeling a wee bit stressed, but it's fine. I'm like very much within the processing time, so everything will be fine. I'm just, you know, anxiety. Anxiety is a thing. And in the meantime, while I'm busting butt on orders, which I'm so thankful for, not complaining, very thankful, I feel like a ton of clip art that I want to use has come out, y'all. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, first of all, if you don't follow your girl on Instagram, what is you doing? You are missing out, especially on shop updates. So please go and follow your girl. It's just Cafe with Anna on Instagram so you don't miss out on that stuff. And just the wacky things that I post. So you're missing out on shop updates, and I feel like personality, more of this personality basically. But if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you know that Emma of Painted Lilacs Art released a Latinx themed, like Latinx Hispanic Heritage Month themed clip art set, and Avi, I have to release it. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I must release it. I did put up a poll just seeing like what folks wanted as far as when to release it, because it is going to be out late if you want to use it for that particular like time frame. I anticipate I might be able to get it out in mid-September, which is still like 3 weeks away, y'all. So plus processing times. So I wanted to see if you guys still wanted it. I'm going to do my best to get it out a little bit earlier if I can kind of wrap up orders. Even if I'm like 75% good with orders, I'll release it. So we'll see how it goes. It's tough because work is also ramping up for me. So it's tough for me to kind of stick to a timeline right now. But I did put up a poll on my Instagram stories, and you guys voted, most of you anyway, that you still wanted it now, even if it's late. So I'm going to release it late. But there's been some other cool sets coming out. Like there's this amazing music lover set that came out from a new clip artist who is Talvi Creations on Instagram. So definitely go and give them a follow. But you guys, I don't know if you've been here for a little bit and you've kept up with the videos. I was looking for a concert kit not too long ago because I had a week where I was going to 2 concerts, and I wanted one that was like more generic, because a lot of the concert kits I feel like are geared towards something in mind. And you guys, I tried to mood board like a generic concert set, and it's actually much harder than you would think. It's not impossible, but it's hard to find like a concept if you don't know, like if you don't at least narrow down genre or artist. So it makes sense that there's not a generic concert kit out. But I kept thinking to myself, man, I wish there was like just a music lovers kit. Like that feels generic enough where a lot of people can get use out of it regardless of the type of music they like or listen to. And y'all, Talvi Creations came the F through to create it. I think it's just amazing. I'm just so glad we have something like it. I feel like it's refreshing, it's unique, and I feel like we've gotten some clip artists lately that have done things like that, and I really, really value that. So I'm hoping I can have new releases in the near-ish future. I'm still at least probably 2 weeks out at least of new releases, if not more. So sit tight. For those of you that are looking for those things, I'm definitely going to bring the Latinx kit to shop. It was just a matter of when for that one. That one's coming. That one's absolutely coming. It's just a matter of when I can bring that one. I'd really love to do the music lover set. There is an office set that just got released, which I think is really cool. I think other shops will probably hop on that set before I get anywhere near it. So we'll see. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that one, but I think that one's really cool. And I don't even watch The Office, although folks have told me that I should. A couple people have told me, and I like Abbott Elementary, which I know folks said is kind of similar to The Office style anyway, so I might bite the bullet and do it. We'll see. But like that set that Clip Art Kits did is so good. I think she just released it like literally 20 minutes ago from when I'm doing this voiceover. So there's that one. There was another like TV show one that Dusk did. Is it How I Met Your Mother? I think it's How I Met Your Mother, that I thought was really cool. Like I don't know, I've just been enjoying that I feel like clip artists are branching out, and I like pop culture things. I know not everyone does, but I really like them. I feel like you have so much to pull from, especially I feel like creatively, right? Because it already exists. So there's a lot to pull from versus if you're kind of building something from scratch, which is still cool, but I don't know. I've always been a sucker for the pop culture stuff. Even the stuff that I don't really watch, I still like to see it because I just know how impactful like TV shows and music can be. And so I'm really like a supporter of that. But yeah, y'all, that's the spread. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe for more planning content and give this video a big thumbs up so you don't miss future videos. All right, here I am flipping through the remains. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.